U.S. government planes today have evacuated hundreds more Americans from China's coronavirus outbreak. But we're following a growing crisis aboard cruise ships. One of them, docked in Japan, now has 61 confirmed cases of coronavirus, including 9 Americans. And another ship is under quarantine in Hong Kong. The two vessels together carry about 7,300 people.
And this morning, and you're looking at a picture here from Bayonne, New Jersey, that is just outside New York City, where the Anthem of the Seas just came into port with at least a dozen passengers who will be tested for signs of coronavirus. Overall, there are now more than 31,500 confirmed cases worldwide. At least 638 patients have died, and that includes a Chinese doctor who tried to warn the world about a month ago. Ramy Inocencio is in Hong Kong. Ramy, good morning. What's the latest reaction?
Sure, and good morning. China right now is being massively rocked by anger as well as grief by the death of Dr. Li Wenliang. The government had first accused him of spreading rumors. He has now been vindicated tragically with his death. But as you just mentioned, with more than 31,000 people infected around the world and more than 600 deaths, not to mention about 8,000 people here in Hong Kong as well as in Japan across 2 cruise ships now quarantined for fear that people had been infected with coronavirus.
On board the Diamond Princess, health officials cautiously removed another 41 people, their tests for coronavirus positive. The past 2 days, this massive luxury ship has been quarantined in Yokohama, Japan. 3,700 people may have been exposed to the highly infectious disease. Jerry Jorgensen from Utah watched from her balcony as the sick were taken away.
Then we found out that we were going to be on 14-day quarantine.
On board, other stressed American passengers described rising tensions between health authorities and people who say they aren't being told if and when they might go home.
I was devastated when we got the news. I was crying pretty hysterically because we have kids, we have jobs.
In the city of Wuhan, the epicenter of this crisis, nearly 60 million people are still on government lockdown. The healthy have been told to stay indoors and to report violators, their neighbors, anyone to the police, while the suspected sick still cram into hospitals running short on supplies. This video from social media, which CBS News can't independently verify, claims to show this warehouse now converted into a quarantine center. The infected lying helpless and in close proximity with claims of no bathrooms, no running water, and no doctors. When asked who was in charge, this woman replied, no one. More social media from inside shows disappointment, even anger. And on the outskirts of Wuhan, frantic efforts to contain the virus have now yielded 2 hospitals built in just the past few weeks to isolate and treat the infected, praised by government officials on state media.
And the screws keep tightening on any travelers coming from mainland China. The government here in Hong Kong has said that starting Saturday, just a few hours from now, any travelers coming across that border right there will be strictly confined to a 14-day quarantine, and anyone exhibiting symptoms could also have to wear GPS armbands so the government can monitor their every move.
Wow.
Jerika?
Very serious situation. Ramy Inocencio for us in Hong Kong. Thank you.